you're craving fall elegance without the Pottery Barn price tag, you're in the right place. I'm Natalie Callahan, and it's my goal to help you turn your everyday spaces into stunning seasonal moments. Today, we're making fall feel fabulous and frugal with DIYs that look high-end, but definitely aren't. And a big thank you to Better Wild for partnering with me on today's episode. They're part of the reason I can bring you beautiful, affordable transformations like this. Before we bring the fall magic, we've got to reset the space. Goodbye summer, hello cozy fall vibes. So I am gonna leave these grasses for now and just see how it looks. I can always pull them out. I want to put in some fall stuff, but I like this hanging down, and this is a good filler, so we'll just see how it works. Gotta be honest, I didn't love this rug out here. It was constantly like flying up and didn't stay down well, but I am gonna wash it up and maybe I can find a place for it inside. Idea for these lamp posts out here, and it involves these Dollar Tree stacking pumpkins, and they go like this. They don't go like that. They stack up essentially like that, but as you can see, that is not going to cover the entirety of the pole. So I've got a couple of ideas to give it a little bit more height by stacking some foam discs in between each one, and then also I can shorten this by like 6 to 8 inches, so I can bring it down there, or maybe I remove this one. So we're gonna probably shorten these lampposts because we can do that. My idea is to maybe drill a hole in the stem and slide it over. Now, it wouldn't be very designed to the nines if we just left them plastic like this. So we are gonna go out to the garage and alter them, and we're gonna paint them something a little bit better to kind of give the Pottery Barn vibe, something that's a little classier, a little bit more high end, and not just inexpensive plastic. So that's what we're gonna do now. Meet me in the garage. So this is the $7 set from Dollar Tree. Now they also make a little smaller version. I can't remember how much this one is. I want to say it's $3, but who knows with Dollar Tree pricing anymore. So basically a miniature version of the big one. So what I am thinking is adding the biggest of the smaller set to add some height, and this is what it will look like. Now it does add some height, but it doesn't click on like the others, and that's not really going to matter because I am planning on doing some foam discs in between each one to even add maybe 6 more inches of height by doing the foam, and then maybe putting some autumn leaves in between each layer. Also, I pulled off the top of our lamp post because we need to see where we need to cut this off. So unfortunately, we are going to lose the bulk of the stem on this. So we're going to just need to cut that off. We're going to just need to cut off the bulk of the stem for both of these. So we're making 2 because we have 2 lamp posts, and we're going to prime it first. So because it is plastic, I want to prime it, and then we'll add some color. I've got to decide which color that I want, and they have primer built in them, so maybe they'll be okay. Maybe I don't need to prime it because it says paint plus primer, so I guess we could put that to the test. First, we're gonna cut off the stem. We're gonna start with just like a razor blade here and see if we can do it that way. Not feeling that one. I don't even remember where I got that. Let's try this. All right, let's see if that slides on. Yeah, that's still not big enough. Dang it. I thought we were good. I thought we were golden. Here's our hot knife. I ran upstairs and got it. So since I've already got this hot, we'll just cut the other one off that same way. Okay, Okay, so here's my plan. So the first coat we're gonna use is this satin spiced amber. And the reason I'm using this is it was $2.99, and I think I'm gonna need to do 2 coats anyways. We're gonna use this as like a base coat primer, and maybe we'll like it. I mean, it is an orange color, but I'm feeling this color a little bit more, which is called Brown Boots. And so I think it will look good with the exterior color of my house, but I may change my mind. So we'll put this on first, and then we'll try this one. So, all right, we gotta put on our She Bader mask first. So here we go. Actually, we can't start until we grab some of my new nitrile disposable gloves to protect our manis. So we'll get that on, and then we'll put on our face mask, and then we'll paint. I just didn't like how it turned out, so I brought it into my craft room and went ahead and painted it in cedar bark. Once this was dry, I took some baking soda and I sprinkled it on the sides and kind of rubbed it into the sides of the pumpkin. And I feel like this added a lot of texture and looked great. Also, before I set it out, I decided I needed to do some kind of sealing coat. I used a flat clear coat and sprayed that on the exterior. And while it did kind of make some of the baking soda dissolve, overall it still left that kind of baking soda finish. So I am happy with how these pumpkins turned out. So while the paint dries, I want to share something a little bit more personal. Dolly, hello, Dolly. Yes. Our sweet little doodle, she has always struggled with itchiness. She is scratching all day, licking her paws. She had dry patches kind of all over her body, and nothing we did really helped. We tried changing her food, tried different shampoos, we got her groomed differently, but still no relief.
It was a mess, okay? Like a full-on itchy tornado. Not cute.
But then we found Better Wild, a vet-designed, USA-made supplement that helps support healthy skin, coat, and immune function. And from the very first time she tried it, she was so obsessed that she would cry to have it.
I wasn't crying. I was politely requesting more. It tasted so good. I was like, what is this heavenly chew? And where has it been all of my floopy life?
Now it's part of her daily routine, and honestly, she's sleeping better, scratching way less, and her skin and coat has never looked better. It's been such a game changer for her comfort and for our peace of mind. She's our little cutie. Hey, you're so cute.
My belly feels happy, my paws feel fancy, my tail is thriving. 10 out of 10 would recommend to my puppy group chat.
And what I really love is Better Wild is backed by science, formulated by vets, researchers, and nutritionists using the most effective ingredients. But it's just not thrown together. It's thoughtful. It's designed to help with the actual root of the seasonal itching and skin discomfort.
Basically, it's my daily glow up, only it's chewy and shaped like a little dog bone, and delicious and magical.
If your pup struggles with seasonal allergies, or you just want to support their overall wellness from the inside out, definitely give Better Wild a try. Click on the link in the description box as well as the pinned comment and use the code DesignedSeptember. It stacks on top of already discounted subscription pricing, and it's their biggest offer available, but only through that link.
Click the link. Do it for your dog. Do it for their paws. Do it for my fur friends.
All right, it's time to get back to it. Let's go. All right, so we need to shorten this, and we also need to take the top off so that we can slide our pumpkins over the top of it. It's on there really good, so I've got to try to take some WD-40 and spray it in here to like be able to unscrew it. So. I might need to get my husband.
Right here?
Yeah, I need that like right there. And I put WD-40 on it. Oh my word, stop.
Wow, big, strong boy, huh?
Do you know how I've been working on that for like 2 days trying to unscrew that? You made it look so easy.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not.
This one too, or?
No, this is good. Thank you. Love you. I loosened it a little bit, right? That was a little embarrassing. It was like nothing. I loosened it for you. So we need to add some height, and the way we're gonna do that is with some of these foam rounds, and then in between these rounds, we're gonna put in fall leaves or whatever. And so we go like this maybe. That could work. Okay, so then we use that. And can we use that? Will that work? Nope. Okay, but this one on the bottom is kind of too wide. I'm gonna go run upstairs and see if I have anything else. And I'm also gonna turn on the AC, which means it's gonna get loud. But I'm dying, it's hot. Okay, I found 2 more. This should work. It will go like that, which is smaller. Yeah, and if we want to use like the bigger ones, we can still put them underneath. But what we need to do first is drill a hole that's as big as this pipe through the middle so that they will slide over. So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball this. Actually, I was gonna use a drill, but we don't even need to do that. That just worked just fine. Some of you have asked about my closet. They're like, it seems like you're always pulling something out of your closet. This is my closet. Yeah, this is kind of embarrassing, but this is kind of the state of things right now. It is literally jam-packed full. And I actually need that bin right there, which means I need to undo like everything above it. This is the very reason, or one of many reasons, why I'm going to be doing some organization videos coming up. It's just time, energy, effort. So we're gonna do it together in like the next week or so, or I don't know, because it really needs to be taken care of. And that means I'm going to need to purge. That's gonna be hard because I look at everything with like, oh, that could be something. That could be something, but we're gonna do it together. In the meantime, I've gotta unload because I really need my fall decor. It's so pretty. Remember this from an episode? This is like a sample, so. It's a big old, it's heavy, it's a Christmas tree. Another sample. Ugh. Leftover wallpaper from my son's bedroom. You saw that episode. I'll use much from this bin, but that has a little bit in it. Please. You've probably seen me. So these have been on my backdrop and I've had all of those. That's the last bin of fall. I had more fall than I thought, of course. Have like 4 big bins. And the new stuff that I've done this year. So these have come in pretty handy. I store my wreaths in them and they got little handles on them. They zip up. I don't know if they're like super high quality, but they've worked great for me. So I'll link those. Let's go. We are gonna go ahead and plant these up with faux plants because that's what I do here in my life because I'm not good at it. I don't know if we're gonna lump these together. Maybe I think I'll just go ahead, put them all together so it looks like a more full plant. If you watch this for a while, I planted these up with just regular soil in a planter, and then I got these lamp posts from Amazon. They're solar powered and they've been holding up pretty good. I got them several months ago. And so all we need to do then is with these faux is just push them into the soil. Okay. Now, if you watch my IKEA hacks episode, you saw me get these in green. Now, I could go with all fall colors. My house is actually kind of made for fall, but I wanted to add in a little bit of purple out here too, because I think it's a kind of a complementary color. So we are going to do that. And so what happens is these are shipped in a box with the stems and the leaves all kind of separate. So we just pop the head on the hydrangea. We can kind of fluff it out a little bit. You can steam these. I've seen people steam these, and then we're gonna put a couple of leaves on it. I think they'll be good, and so then we'll just push those down into there. I have these. That looks kind of cute. Do we like that? Here's where we've got to decide if we want to put foam around here. I don't think I want to, because I think what I have planned for those discs is fall leaves, and I think that would compete too much. I think we're gonna just slide on our first pumpkin and see how it goes. So here's our first one. We got to decide which one we want to be the front. We'll go like this. Yeah, and then we'll slide this on. Works perfect. Actually lines up perfectly. I should have done this from the get-go. Now we got to make sure that this doesn't look uber crooked. Yeah, that is so cute. Look, and it lines up perfectly. It just looks like it's leaning a little, so we got to fix that. Now we got to fix this one. Do you guys remember these from my thrift haul? I think it was last week's episode here. We are gonna use these first we're gonna get this unhooked, and we are going to use this to put right here. I'm gonna use these like little floral pins to hold them into place. And we're gonna start in the back and kind of try to hide it. So these are leaves from last year. I did a live stream where I did a Pottery Barn knockoff, and I deconstructed the tree after because I didn't have a place to store it, but I kept all the leaves. So we're gonna use these. It feels a little busy to me. I don't know. I kind of wish I had not done anything in between them, but I don't know. We're in it now. I really don't know if I'm feeling this, so got this one put together. What I think I might do is disassemble that one, take all of the foam out, and see if I can't make it work without. I just don't know. Maybe I'll regret this, but let's try it. gosh. There's a frog inside. That is so disgusting. I don't even know what to think. Hurry and get out. That was so gross. Okay. Come on, little frog, go away. Do you want to get on there? Come on. Come on, little frog. I am not touching this thing. All right. Well. I'm glad I moved. That jumped out. And at least it's gone. So I wanted to create a simple sign for my front porch. Just thought it would be a little bit fun, but I wanted to use scrap wood. So I went and grabbed a couple of pieces, 2 pieces, 5.5 by 36 inches. And I combined them together by taking 3 giant popsicle sticks and hot gluing them to the back of the board. I would recommend using E6000. Mine was clogged, so I just went ahead and used the hot glue. I think it will be okay, but generally a better idea to also have something that is not affected by heat and humidity. After we got those attached, I went ahead and painted out the front in a white chalk paint. Let that dry, and while it was drying I went ahead and bought a stencil off of Etsy. Sometimes it's a little simpler to just go ahead and purchase something, and a lot of times they have really good deals on that. Then I cut that out on my Cricut machine, and then I weeded it and put transfer tape on it. After cutting the stencil out and weeding it and putting transfer tape and putting that pumpkin sign down first, I also did a white paint on it to help prevent bleeding. Because I had a little bit of puckering when I put the stencil down, it wasn't a perfect fix, but it did overall work really well. And then I did probably 2 or 3 coats of that cedar bark paint. Let that fully dry, peeled back that stencil. Then I put the Hey There down over the top and go ahead and seal the edges, and I found that it works pretty much the same. So I take that for what it's worth. And then what I did is I used a black chalk paint for the Hey There and let that dry. Filled it back, and then of course did touch-up paint, and that's it. I got these wreaths last year at Hobby Lobby. I loved them, and I splurged on them a little bit, but that's because I thought they were perfect. So isn't that pretty? What I do want to do is add a little purple to it to make it match, but I don't want it to be permanent. So we're gonna just kind of tuck them in, and hopefully they last the season. If I have to tuck things in here and there, that's okay. How are we feeling? Okay, I'm liking this. Now I gotta clean up because then we gotta do this area. Since we got rid of the leaves that had the twinkle lights in it, I still did have these, which are solar powered twinkle lights, so they will come on when the sun's gone. And I think I'll just run them through the base here. Forgot about this sign we made. I don't know if we have a spot for it, but we'll figure it out because it's so cute. It's got to go somewhere, and maybe it won't go in out here, but we'll see. That kind of looks dumb, doesn't it? But Okay. What about right there? Does that mess up the symmetry or do we like that? I'm gonna leave it for now, and then you guys will have to vote if I should put this somewhere else if it messes up the overall symmetry, because everything's kind of symmetrical right now, and that definitely is like a little off, but it's so cute. I had to set it somewhere. So, and it didn't cost us very much money. Our porch is done. I love how it turned out. Huge thanks to Better Wild for supporting today's episode, and don't forget to use the code DesignedSeptember for their biggest offer. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you remember that you're loved and you are so powerful. See you next time. Bye.